that, Wade?
Shh. Hear what?
Do you hear that?
What am I hearing, Conrad?
It's almost over. The season's almost over. The podcast season's almost over.
I know, Conrad. I know. You're having a tough time, and we go through a little separation anxiety, but you'll be okay. But first...
This is the Dispatch Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Conrad Engstrom. Wade Haapajoki over there. We got our sponsor, Shannon's Auto Body.
Rafferty's Pizza.
TeeHive, Kick That Hornet's Nest.
Randall State Bank, Bald Guys.
Range Printing.
And TeeHive.
We already did TeeHive,
Oh.
Kick That Hornet's Nest. But
And?
Shep's on 6.
Oh, I almost forgot your favorite Cody Shepard moment. What was your favorite Cody Shepard moment of the sports year this year?
My favorite Cody Shepard moment.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. The very first Vikings game. Yeah, when they beat the Bears. He was pretty excited.
He was pretty fired up.
He was.
That's good. We'll have to do that.
JJ McCarthy got the rushing touchdown.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
That was a great Cody Shepard moment. Thanks, Cody. There's your shout out to your 26, 27 moment. I mean 20, 25, 26 moment. But now we need to talk a little Warrior sports. We're at the end of spring sports. Well, we're not really at the end. We're starting the playoff run, Conrad.
Yeah, what do you want to start with?
Let's dive right into tennis. Tennis opened up with a 7-10 matchup and advanced to play Grand Rapids the other day up in Rapids.
And they lost 6-1.
Earlier, they had lost 4-3. So, I had talked to a couple of people that witnessed and said it was competitive, but it's one of those things where, Conrad, it's tennis.
And they did individuals last Thursday. Owen Roberts got a win, but none of them could advance past the quarterfinal round. So,
but all in all, Coach Goed, nice year. Congratulations.
Yep, great year. They'll be back. I know we'll talk to Coach Gaden coming up in the fall for girls tennis. So right back at it.
Hey, I saw you down at the softball park last night for the big opening first round playoffs, Warriors versus Alexandria, Conrad.
Yeah, it was a big game. Brainerd, sorry, not Alexandria. Brainerd is the number 1 seed playing the number 8 seed Alexandria.
And that section head to toe is pretty equal, Conrad.
Pretty deep, yeah.
There's not a dark horse that literally sticks out. Like last year, we had Maya Tau. Just this year, we kind of have a team that...
still don't really know what a dark horse means, but I agree with what you're saying. There's no real favorite, yes.
Oh, what's the dark horse?
The dark horse is the team that you don't expect to come out and win. That's the dark horse.
Oh, so that's why it's dark, because you don't see it.
You seem to think that dark horse means that you're the favorite.
Okay.
And that's not what dark horse means.
So,
but we've been over this before.
But now we've established my interpretation of dark horse, so now you know what dark horse means.
Yes.
Okay, so then what's wrong with that?
But that's not what dark horse means.
I just told you what it means. So anyways, let's get back to softball. All I did was see Athlete of the Week last week, Ruthie Owen just crushed doubles.
3 doubles.
Doubles.
Alexandria tied it in the 5th with a home run.
I saw that. I was like, boom, that was a bomb.
And they Warriors came up in the bottom of the 5th, and Ruthie Owen led off, hit her 3rd double, came around to score on a hit, and then they added one more of insurance on an air.
Threw strikes, you make plays.
Then in the top of the 7th, Alexandria loads the bases with nobody out, and you're thinking, oh no. But the Warriors get out of it. They get a ground out to 3rd to home for the 4th. They get a strikeout and then a grounder right back to O'Grady to punch your ticket into the semifinals where they'll play the Moorhead Spuds Thursday at 4:30. It'll be a big game. I know they split with them earlier in the year.
It's at the dawn.
So another busy day at dawn. I know baseball plays Monticello, so make sure you get out there to the dawn for softball and cheer them on.
Yeah, they had really good energy. I thought, Conrad, when you get to playoffs, it doesn't matter if you win 1-0, 10-0. It doesn't matter anymore, Conrad. You just want to keep moving on.
Shane talked a little bit after the game about how the first game can be the toughest when you talk about the playoffs, and they got the win, and that's all that really matters. It doesn't really matter. If you looked at that section, Moorhead upset St. Cloud, St. Michael the 6th seed beat Monticello 10-0, and then in the 2-7, Bemidji, the 2 seed, needed 9 innings to beat Elk River. So, like you said,
look at you just rattling off.
The section is just kind of it's kind of a competitive section. I don't know if
There isn't a dark horse yet, Conrad.
I would.
Did I use that right?
No, you did not.
What do you mean?
So there's a lot of dark horses. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that if anybody could win the section?
But if they're all dark horses, how do you see them?
Okay, I'm confused. Why are we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is what you do to me sometimes.
This is what I do to you. This is what you do to me.
Conrad, there was a big track and field meet yesterday. Were you there covering that?
I heard it going on. I was not covering it. I know.
Well, what were you doing?
I was covering softball.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, both boys and girls were able to get it done at the track and field. I know Joe Smith was Athlete of the Week. Shout out Millsop is back working this week. So I know he's pumped to be back working and helping me out and telling the stories again. But yeah, big week for track and field. I know
a lot of individual champions, Conrad.
Yes, a lot of individual champs. And, if you talk about the boys, they competed at the State True team meet on Saturday and got 10th. And so they've been pretty busy, and now they get to rest up and be ready for sections. Cold meet yesterday a little bit for track. Maybe for you baseball and softball people, it was warm enough, but maybe for those track athletes, it was maybe a titch on the cold side. What do you think?
Conrad, it was cold. Does that help? I mean,
wow.
What are you going to do?
Mr. Energy over there doesn't give me energy.
Whatever! Oh my gosh, it was cold.
The mic. Okay.
There's so many tents over there, I couldn't see
what
was
are you
going
most
on.
looking forward to as the sections approach for track and field? And I know there's a lot of athletes that are looking to do well, I think.
Well, I think coming off the conference meets, Conrad, they're gonna have good energy going into these sections, and let's look for some individuals to advance. I mean, I'm excited to see the defending state champ Clow. I know you disagree with me that she's the defending, but she hasn't lost her title. Conrad, I'm looking forward to the Smiths, the twins, Natalie and Joe. Conrad, Preston Miller
going to Mankato.
Yep, Preston Miller. I'm excited to see him finish his career. Asher. What else, Conrad? Who else?
That's it.
I think Mert got fourth in the
There you go. Mert's doing well.
Yep. And maybe shout out Wyatt Brown. Wish him best of luck. I heard he got injured.
Yeah. So yep. I heard that he got hurt. So
that him and prayers to him and getting healed up and
yeah. You hate hearing about that. You hate seeing that. Somebody like that. So
a kid works very hard, and that's how sometimes it happens, and it just stinks, Conrad.
It does. Golf.
Oh boy.
Girls golf got third in the conference.
How's the number one team in the state doing? The boys team.
The boys, they just finished up on the course at Craigan's for day one of the conference meet, and they shot an 8-under, 2.76.
Holy moly!
Brady Oslin shot 65, so they're in first place by 3.
Another 65.
They're in first place by 3 strokes over Alexandria.
What Hagberg shoot?
Hagberg shot 69.
Hawkinson shoot
71 even.
What about Christensen?
Christensen 2 over 73.
Dobis
73 2 over.
And Ingram
even par.
How do I know all them? Those guys would dominate Live League. You should let go. You couldn't find 5 in Live League to take them on straight up. No way. I'll sponsor them. You take 5 in your little live league, and I'll take the Warriors, and we'll have a straight up.
Depends on, I don't know. It depends on who you take from Live League. You're not taking me.
Well, you get to pick. You can pick who you want to Live League. We'll do match play like the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
It'll be the little guy, the kids versus the adults.
We're doing match play. We're doing stroke play.
Whatever. Bring it. You set up the parameters. I'll coach these guys up.
Whatever. That's not going to happen. But yeah, they
got what, one more day of conferences?
Yeah, they'll be at Blackberry Ridge tomorrow or on Thursday to finish up conference. They got a 3-shot cushion over Alex, a 4-shot cushion over DL. That was 4 under par today too. So they'll have a good chance to win the conference. But then they got sections next week.
Now, don't they accumulate points through the season for the conference too? Like
yeah,
season
I think
points,
so.
And then you have the tournament, and then you get a champion, right?
Yeah, I think there's some truth, I think, in what you said. So, but
You just really? If
What?
you don't know, just say you don't know. Don't
I-
say that I'm some truth. It's either do you know if that's true or not. You can't have some true.
I said there's probably some truth in what you said. I don't understand what's the big deal here.
Well, what's not true of what I said?
I don't know.
You just said some true.
Okay.
This is why we lose listeners. This uncertainty between what a dark horse is and some truth.
Well, no, I know what a dark horse is. You're the one that doesn't know what a dark horse
I
is.
told you what it... Okay, move on. You're being a dark horse right now. You're being a pain in my donkey.
Oh.
Okay, go!
Sections are next week for them, so they'll have a good chance to hopefully
What day?
get to state. I know I'm looking right now on Wanamaker. It says Wednesday, the 27th. Let me look at the Central Lakes Conference website.
Maybe we should get all 6 of them in here.
Get all 6 of them in here? That would be
Wouldn't-
crazy.
Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe let me
Would
see.
it be fun?
And we'll bring in Tim Cheese, the head coacher. Get all 7.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not? We'll open the door. We can have the mic pass it.
I don't know. It says track
What?
and field prelims are next Wednesday, too, at Brainerd. Why does Brainerd just host everything? I swear. What are we doing?
What do you mean?
We just love Adamson Field is a popular spot.
Well, it's a great venue to just chill. You got nice grass. You can see everything. The wind
can.
really doesn't blow down in the hole, except for yesterday.
except for all the time. Yeah, you're right. I mean, come on.
All right. What are you doing over there?
I guess it's not on the website, but Wanamaker says that boys and girls sections start on Wednesday, so
All
I'll
right.
trust that if
That
that's
sounds good.
if that's that. So
How's lacrosse doing?
boys lost last night to Grand Rapids, and then girls had a tough loss on Friday. They were up on Monticello, and they kind of gave it away in the fourth quarter, and they lost a tough one there, but. Looks like the girls will still be a top 5 seed in the section, which would give them the bye into the quarterfinals.
And they get a home game?
No, I don't think so.
If they're the 5th, they go to 4 then?
Yeah,
Okay. They got to play. Okay, I got you.
I think they'll probably play either St. Michael or Monticello.
Well, let's go.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's get it done. They've never made the semis, I don't think. So if they win that game, that'd be the furthest they've ever gone.
Huge, Conrad. Huge. What else?
And then the boys are trugging along.
Talk a little baseball, Conrad.
Baseball? Yeah, you can talk. Your
No,
son's
they-
on the team. Your son leads the league in RBIs, I think. So
Well, whatever, weirdo. Anyways, come on, Conrad. You can't. That's not okay.
what's
All
not
right.
okay?
Well-
Facts.
Why are you poking the bear over here? We just
I poking the bear, Mr. Dark Horse.
big win Monday. We got one. Our 5th win of the year against Perm. We beat Perm. Perm had a couple good players.
Tried to lose it, but yeah.
We're gonna end up fighting with comments like that. You are the most pessimistic guy sometimes, and I'm Mr. Optimistic, and you just dagger me. I'm going to the water cooler, even if they won't take me. That's it. No, big win. They played Perham. They were up. They gave the lead back. They came back. They won. Big win. And then they competed against Bemidji, a rival. Cash Kahi pitched a gem.
Oh,
looked
he
like-
was what, perfect through 4?
I don't know, but he looked like Frankie Sweet Music Viola. You probably weren't alive then, so you don't know
I
who
was
he is.
not alive during
Oh,
Frank. No,
Frankie Sweet
I do
Music
know who he was.
Lefty.
Yes,
He doesn't throw very hard.
World
but he
Series
hits-
MVP.
throws strikes, has 3 pitch. I mean, he just was dialed, and the Warriors came up short 2-1 in that one. And then in the second game, the wheels kind of fell off the wagon, and the bats from Bemidji kind of overtook things. But yeah, we got one game left, Conrad.
One game,
Monticello, probably the 1 or 2 seed in the section, so
big test.
might end up playing them next week playoffs.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Then we can be the dark horse.
Yeah, you guys would be classified as a dark horse. Yes.
Because Conrad, what's your record when playoffs start? Conrad.
What's your record when playoffs start?
Yeah.
Well, your regular season record.
No,
is
what's your
regular
record
season.
when playoffs start? 0-0. No one's played a playoff game. Right?
Right.
You got nothing. Look at me. I can just see how I shut you down right now.
What do you mean you shut me down?
You can have nothing to say on that.
Yeah, you're 0-0. What seed are they going to get?
8.
Out of
8.
okay.
And that was your take. What's your take on it?
I think they
'Cause remember,
got
it's called a cold take.
they got pitching. That you just got to find the bats. The bats need to get hot.
Got to get more than 5 hits a game. Get
I
runners
think
on.
we looked at. I looked before we went on, and 5 one run losses, 8 losses by 3 runs or fewer. So I mean, you're right there.
That's kind of been the.
You're
the
right
theme,
there in
you
a
know,
lot of
and,
games.
You gotta, compete, get those ones. We'll see what happens. You never know, Conrad. Like
You
I said,
never know.
It's been on the podcast for 4 years. You just never know.
He competed well against Bemidji game 1, and got a good win against Perham. I know that was a big win for them, and they've shown better life recently than in the last at the start. I think it was a struggle at the start.
Monticello's going to be pretty good. It'll be a good team to watch play. Connor, what are you doing tomorrow night then?
Tomorrow night?
Or, are you going to come watch the game or
I don't know what I'm
date
doing
night with
tomorrow.
Carly? Speaking of, it's her birthday.
It will be her birthday on Friday, correct? Yes.
Oh, happy birthday, Carly. That's Conrad's significant other.
I don't know if we needed to put that out on the air, but yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. Humble and kind. That was beautiful. But I just want to know, Victor Wembanyama is going to be the best all-time ever? You think
so?
Yeah.
He had a good game 1.
Boy, SGA was... Ooh.
It's a good. That'll be a good series. And then Cavs kind of blew it last night with the Knicks.
Wow.
Knicks came back on them. And who do you got in the NHL? You got Avs, Vegas, Cole Smith. Let's go.
I'm
gotta go
that's
for the
a dark
Knights.
Horse. The
Gotta
Dark
go
Knights
for
are a dark horse.
They're the Golden Knights, but yes.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
not
no,
the
I'm
Dark
Knights all day. Cole
Knights,
Smith. We want that cup
we
back in Brainerd.
need the
we
cup.
want Cole
Yes.
to bring that cup to Brainerd so the sports wrap can have a sip out of it. What do you think of them apples, Conrad?
Cole Smith, I see him around in the summer quite a bit. So
Yeah, he'll bring
I
the
don't
cup.
I don't ever talk to him, but
Do you want me to introduce you to him?
no.
Are you sure?
I've interviewed him.
We've had
before.
his sisters
We have, yes. I've interviewed probably his whole family at this point.
and him.
And him, yeah. When he got drafted, when he got his first goal, one of them. I think he got his first goal during the COVID season, maybe. Or was that when he got drafted? I don't remember. Because he was with the Predators.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things that ever happened when I was working here is Cole Smith made the roster for the Nashville Predators, and we had a story on it in the Dispatch. And the headline was, Smith makes Predators roster. And it was a picture with his headshot. And we got an email saying that they thought it was, he was a predator, like a bad person.
Okay.
And it was like, nope, that's the team name that he plays for. He's an NHL player. He plays for the Predators.
Oh my gosh, you can't do it.
And it was like,
oh my god,
it was funny because I looked and I was like, I could see how someone who
so
doesn't.
What was the title?
It was Smith makes Predators roster.
Okay. Oh yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. So
oh, man, you can't make stuff up anymore.
Can't make stuff up. So it's a good lesson. Good lesson.
Your boy Royce Lewis got sent down. How do you feel about that?
He's been terrible. His approach is awful. That's what I've heard.
It is brutal. So maybe you can go learn some things down in AAA. You never know.
It's unfortunate considering the, I think we were on the podcast a few years ago watching the Twins win
Toronto.
the playoffs.
Yeah, and Royce was just.
And Royce was one of their better hitters, and I don't know.
You were ready to pay him. You were ready to write him a check now. Lock him up.
And I don't know if it's just regression or if he just is mentally or if he's just not as good.
Well, let's hope he can go find it out.
I mean, I knew there was. It kind of started last year, right? Because he kind of tailed off towards the end of last year, and then this year he's batting 8th for most of the year. They pitch hit for him, at the start of the year,
He
and I was
strikes out
like,
5 times a game.
Well, yeah,
almost as much as Wallner.
He's kind of.
Wallner 6
Is
times
he turning into Sano? I mean, that was the big thing with Miguel Sano, right? He started off good, and then all of a sudden you're just a K machine.
Hey, you got to produce. Name of the game. Game of failure.
And who would thought that of those prospects that Buxton's been the most consistent?
Yeah, that's right.
I was at one of Buxton's first games. I was a senior in high school. Sat out in left field.
The buck stops. He had a chance to win her last night. Just missed it.
They won today, though.
They did.
4-1.
All right, Conrad. I think let's see if we can get that #1 state golf team in here, but maybe we don't want to jinx them.
We don't want to jinx them. I hope they can get it done though. I know Timmy Johnson is excited. We talked to Jack Freeman about it yesterday a little bit, so I know.
Hey,
he's
shout out
pumped.
to Jack. He was running around crazy down at the Don.
Yeah,
yesterday.
he was. He's got his little golf cart.
Every Sam was running around street, had injuries, and
Yeah, poor Street. She's
gonna need a day off.
Yeah, she does.
All right. Well, Conrad.
Shep's on 6. Shout out to them. Sandy, I saw her out at the course today.
I saw Sandy last week too.
Yeah, she's
JV golf coach.
JV golf coach, and
Randall State Bank.
the bald guys, Shannon's Auto Body. Shout out to them.
TeeHive.
Kick that hornet's nest. I saw Morgan Shepherd out on the course today too.
Oh,
Another TeeHive guy.
all those TeeHive guys. Do they even work anymore?
I mean, I know. I don't think Audie was working either.
Audie is probably getting in his 7 handicap.
Yeah.
Does he live league?
He, both those guys have. I heard that they were kind of not going to play this
Range
year,
printing.
Range printing. Shout out to Don, and then what am I missing? Rafferty's Pizza.
Rafferty's Pizza.
Yeah, they're great.
My son got his paperwork. That's his first job.
Oh, he's going to work for Rafferty's, huh?
Part of the Rafferty's team.
Oh, fun. By the mall or in Nisswa?
I think by the mall, but
Okay.
there you go. I'm hoping to maybe work there too. 50% off.
Really? You're going to work there too? No, you're not.
I did back in the day.
You're just
with
going to
Mark.
eat. You're just going to eat pizza.
Yeah, let's go.